and welcome. It's Jez here from Nigezza Creates, and I have got a yard sale haul for you. Not a charity shop, a yard sale. They're not that common in the UK, but we have in recent years done a yard sale around where I live. So that was yesterday, and yeah, I was helping out my friend on a stall. She helps out at a charity, so whenever there's one of these, she does the charity stall, and so I said I'd help her. So when we were setting up, there were a few things we had to reject due to being dirty, stained, what have you, and a few of those things she went, can you salvage these, can you use them at all? And I went, oh yeah, I can. And one of the things was a Shrek fancy dress outfit, and we couldn't put it to sale, so I went, oh yes. So it had a kind of a waist jackety sort of top bit to it in this sort of faux suede. So I went, yeah, I love that. I'm sure I can use that. I quite like the fact it's got these holes, so I'm kind of thinking that I might have that. I could put something through it and maybe have that as a flip of some sort. I don't know, might make a nice little cover, I don't know. But yeah, I had to rip them off. That was the buckle on his belt, and it had these sleeves, and I thought that's really nice fabric. It's a little bit like cheesecloth, muslin, that sort of thing, and I thought, oh yeah, I love that. So I whipped those off. Oh, and that was the back. That was the back of the faux, the faux thing. So that was quite cool to nab that one. Nab that literally from the bin. So that was a bargain. And then the other thing where we just went, we're not putting that out for sale, but I went, actually I'll use it. So this is sort of PVC, but I thought, yeah, I'm sure I can use this as on a journal cover or something. If I don't, no harm done. So I mean, it's got rips on the back there, so it really couldn't be sold. So I went, yeah, I love that. And then there were a couple of things I bought from it, and it was a couple of scarves. I've ended up getting quite a few scarves over the times from the donations. So I bought these. Purple is my favourite. This may end up not getting cut up, but it would be beautiful. Purple is my favourite colour, but that would be a beautiful journal cover, wouldn't it? Just stunning, and I'd get quite a few of them out of there. So lovely. But it's also very lovely, and I might want to wear it. So I'm undecided about that. So I'll be popping that one in the wash. And then there's this one. I mean, a woman can only wear so many scarves in a lifetime, can't they? But I quite like that. Sort of like a peacock tail. Really nice. Bits of it sheer. And then, well, it is a peacock, not like a peacock tail, it is a peacock there. So there we've got the peacock head. That's weighing down there, so I can't quite see. So that would be a nice journal cover. It's really pretty, and then it just repeats on the other side. It's sheer, so I'd have to back it, but I really liked that. So that was that bit. And then I went wandering off, and at the end of the day, I sort of like, for the last hour, I went, I'm going to go now and have a little look around myself. You tend to get the crowds filling out then, and so yeah, so off I went. And one stall had this necklace, and £2 I paid for this. And what I thought was really cool about it was I thought that all of these could be nice little dangles. There's some skulls on there, as well as these just sort of long pokey things. There's a cross, and I just thought, oh yeah, that's good for charms. And then I've got the chain as well. That chain's a bit thicker, but I thought, oh, that'd be handy with all these charms and that chain. Quite a lot of real estate in there for £2. I'm going to hang it up there. And then I've just realised there's something missing from what I bought. Or maybe I didn't buy it in the end. I might have didn't buy it in the end, yes. And then I bought a load of books. So I've got 11 books, and altogether they came to £10. I didn't buy them from the same store, but that's what I ended up paying in total. Some were 50p, some were £1, some were just bundled together. And she went, oh yeah, have them all for a £5. So that was nice. So I've got 2 Bibles. I keep picking up Bibles. It's a bit rubbish at the beginning. That says 1928 in it, which is kind of, oh, and I've got a date there, 1927. There's a bit of a stamp there, falling apart. But yeah, quite like it. It's a nice size for a mini journal. Really like it. Nice sort of cover if I clean it up. And then a little New Testament. And this one's got an inscription on it, and it says 1910 there on the subscription. But I don't think I've got a publication date anywhere on it. I've looked up them all. I have got some that are definitely out of copyright, but that's nice. And James went, oh look, it's all shiny on the edges. So they were nice. Two little Bibles. And then we've got here, this is a novel. So I looked this up, learned all about all sorts of things. 1928. So some of these books I looked up, and they were selling on second-hand shops, stores on the internet for between £5 and £8. Oh, that's obviously had some oil on it. It's quite a nice effect, that, to be fair. Yeah, and I don't mind chopping them up for that price. I get a little bit if it gets into double figures. So yeah, it's quite nice. I'll use that. Didn't break the bank. What have we got here? Coral Island. I liked the cover on this. I think this will make a nice journal cover. This was, yeah, in a price range I was happy to cut up. I like that there's quite thick paper. It's not smooth, it's a bit rough. I quite like that. So nothing remarkable on the inside other than it being old. And yeah, so it is falling apart. So I'm happy. I'll definitely use that as a journal cover. And I think a nice little cabinet card or something on the front there. Don't really have to do much else to it. It's nice as it is. So I was happy with that one. It was the cover that attracted me to it, and it was the cover that attracted me to this as well. So this is American Notes and reprinted pieces of Charles Dickens. And yeah, this one, yeah, falling apart again. This one, there were sets of these selling in different second-hand stalls on the internet. I loved the way we've got this discoloration around the edges. Just love it. Obviously something's gone on in this book. Maybe when it was open at one point, I don't know, something dripped down onto it, but that's definitely a stain running all the way through it, which kind of gives it a bit of even more oldness, which I do love. So yeah, totally falling apart. Look, the cover's off it now. It's gone. It's gone. It's done. Nothing to think about there. Nice cover. I do like that edging there. on it. So there we go. I have a cover and a book block already in my book. So yeah, that's part of my job already done for me. And then we've got this Latin English dictionary. It's falling apart. Somebody's done something really grubby on the front there and gone over with pencil and a little bit drawing. This is from 1919, and I just thought, oh, Latin. I thought, oh, that'd be nice to use. So yeah, I do love a dictionary. They do tend to have quite thin pages, dictionaries, because you fit in a lot in a book. And but I liked the idea of having some Latin, just to be a little bit different. And I thought, if I do a religious journal, which I do intend to, having Latin in it, because like certainly Catholic masses were always in Latin, and so yeah, I thought that would fit quite nicely. Got a battered old spine there. I think that one was worth a little bit more, but I think in its current state it's probably not worth anything. And then I got this book here, a class book of physics, and I was like, oh, I like the idea of this one, because I thought this would have some really nice diagrams in it. 1928, and it does have some really nice diagrams, which I thought would be interesting to use. And then it's my brother's birthday soon, and might well have passed by the time this comes out. And he was a physics teacher, and he's retired now. And so I thought, oh, maybe he'd quite like this, might find it quite interesting. So I took a picture of it, sent it to my sister-in-law and said, what do you think? And she said, oh yeah, that's a really nice idea. So this is winging its way to my brother. I won't be ripping it up, but it's still lovely. Then this book here is the Oxford and Cambridge spelling manual. I haven't quite worked out what that date is. This is presented to Bernard Stonehouse from all at Hull University. I'm sure that says 1985. And I went to Hull University, so that was quite nice. It was published in 1925, and it's just a spelling book. I'd probably find this quite useful myself, given that I'm a bit dyslexic. So yeah, I quite like that, and I thought that is something different, another different thing to have in a journal. So yeah, I was quite excited by that one. And then I've got a first book of biology. So I had a first book of physics, now I've got a first book of biology. This is got a nice picture there, 1933, this one, and it does have some nice diagrams. It's got some diagrams I don't like, but it does have some nice pictures. It's got bugs in, it's got flowers. So when I was thinking, as I was flicking through, I thought, oh, if I do an Edith Holden journal, that actually some of these might be quite nice to go in with an Edith Holden, telling us a little bit about some of the plants that she's drawn. So quite like that. A few little black and white pictures in there as well. So I thought this was quite a good buy. I did pick up a couple of books in one of the stores, and I said, how much? Look, butterflies. And she said, oh, £2 each book. So I just kept 2 of them. I said, oh, well, I'll just have these 2. And I put 3 back. And she went, oh, you can have them all for £5. All right, then I will. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I think that's how I ended up with that one. and then I've got two big ones. So this is The World's Great Books, first volume, pages 1 to 768. So that's this one. I couldn't find a year on this one, but I think it is the early 1900s, because I was looking it up. Really like that. And the pages have all got these, no, they haven't all got them, but a lot of them got borders all round or just at the top, which I thought was really pretty. And it's got some of these nice big prints. And I did think I could maybe do a big altered book in this, so I keep these intact and just take out some of these. So there is quite a few of those big prints in there, but I just thought it was grand. I think Ed might want to look at this before I destroy it, being a massive reader of books. But oh, that's nice. That's Charles Darwin, I believe. Yep, it is there, Jez. You're so clever. But that's cool. That's cool. So yeah. Sir Francis Bacon. Who have we got here? Robert Burns. Robbie Burns again. So yeah, I just liked that book. I would have fun looking through this actually before I chop it up completely. So that might go down on the coffee table for a bit to look at. And then my last book is this one. This is from 1891, Cassell's magazine. So it is, I didn't pay £4 for it, but the person who bought it probably did, who sold it me for like £1. So it is an illustrated magazine called Family Magazine, and it was printed in 1891, and I think it was I think I looked it up, and it sort of stopped being printed in 1910, 1920, I can't remember. So there's quite a lot of these around. So this is like a compilation of different editions, but it's got wonderful little illustrations, and I just thought, oh, I've probably finished them by the time this goes out, but I'm doing a journal using only vintage stuff, and well, this is antique, so I just thought these would look wonderful. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, that is. Put that in a frame actually and keep it. It's really nice. I like it a lot. So it's very dusty. It's going up my nose. I'm really sensitive to dust. So it's got all, that's really pretty. These sort of letters in the corner. But what a stunning, stunning book this is. So yeah, lots of things to use in here, and I think it's one of these things that I'll flip through and find all sorts. Oh, that's lovely. Well, it's not lovely, it's about somebody being ill, but a modern Irish town. I love these bridges, love them. So yeah, lots and lots of different things in here. Oh, that's nice. Little schoolroom. So I just love all these illustrations. So many uses. Oh, she's cute. So yeah, I think this will be of use to lots and lots and lots of journals very pretty. Very pretty indeed. So, yeah, decorating for Christmas. Old Time Wooing, that looks a little bit like Romeo and Juliet. Although he looks a bit old for Romeo with his tash. So, yeah, I am loving this book. Loving it. I love these letters. Just gorgeous. Very gorgeous. So that's my little haul. Absolute bargain. It was exhausting being on the stall all day, but it was enjoyable, nice to do. And yeah, so that is what I got. So I'll be bringing you videos using these things very, very soon. I'll probably use some of these before you see this haul video, but there we go. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back with a project very soon, Wednesday I think, unless I'm doing one before then. All right, bye for now.